Hey everybody, Shane here with DailyAstroCat.com.
And I'm Carrie. Hey everyone.
All right, so welcome to the Lunar Weekly AstroCat Preview. Success comes to those who make time for it.
Except when you're sick.
It's okay, dog felt bad for you and gathered up a bunch of cat toys just for you.
Yeah, he did. I wish I got him on video.
He's too stealth for that. And speaking of stealth,
yeah.
there he is. He's not even stealthing.
Do we have a stealthy Sirius?
I think there is a stealthy Sirius.
There is
down
a
there.
stealthy Sirius.
Yeah, we have a theory. We don't know
Maybe
if
his
Dog
cat
was
tower.
depriving like Sirius of the toys under the cat tower,
Saying,
or just
no,
dragging them out.
I
or
want my
something.
toys back. I'm having a second childhood. You can't have any of them.
Yeah.
Or if he's like,
No, he's just bringing them out for you because
Yeah.
you were sitting on the couch going, "You don't
Yeah.
feel good."
yeah.
So anyway, all right. So here we are, and it's a long weekend. This is it.
In the
We're
midst
here.
of a long weekend.
We've had a
yes.
full 2 weeks of disasters leading up to this. Is it sunspots, solar flares, or the decisions that have been made that are turning back the clock on civil rights and environmental regulations by about 50 years?
Gee, I don't know.
Who knows?
You know, there's like 42 cars at the little body shop where my car is currently residing, and they're all there due to something we like to call what to watch out for.
Yeah, so things that go zoom, shoom, and boom. Fire and alcohol definitely don't mix. We suggest you stay safe and healthy this weekend.
That's one way to see this. Limitations loom large after Mars enters Taurus on Tuesday. Till then, watch out.
4th of July weekend is traditionally a dangerous time of the year. There are hammock happenstances, trampoline tragedies, great white sharks, and firework faux pas. What could possibly go wrong?
Like everything. Just don't try to remake the Jackass movie, guys, all right?
All right, so, hey, we're going to do something a little different today.
So, yeah.
We're doing a deep dive with me.
Yeah.
And this is going to feel a bit awkward for me. Today I'm going to allow Carrie to ask me a few questions regarding me and astrology. I don't like answering these kind of questions, typically.
Why?
I think you're going to have to do a bit better than that with the questions.
Okay. When?
Right now.
Then?
Stop that, okay?
All right. So when did you first become interested in astrology?
Oh, let's see. Quite honestly, the horoscopes used to be on the opposite side of the comics pages in a local newspaper. If you want to know how old I am, our local paper was the Standard Times, which was out of New Bedford, Massachusetts. It wasn't until 1975 when it became the Cape Cod Times.
So I thought your astrology intro also involved a book cover?
Well, yeah, that too. It's funny. I can't remember when we actually were assigned textbooks to bring home to actually put a book cover on. It certainly wasn't 1st or 2nd grade, but I got old enough to be too cool to put a prefab, pre-made, pre-Lisa Frank book cover on my book. I had one that was astrology themed.
Pre-Lisa Frank graphics? Yeah, you weren't around for Lisa Frank.
Of course not,
You
but
weren't
think
that
like
age.
Yellow Submarine meets the Pink Panther, okay?
That sounds kind of nifty,
kind of what those things were like.
Yeah, you told me that there was something unique about that book cover, though.
Yeah, it listed the traditional planetary rulers for the signs. Mars was for both Aries and Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
It was fascinating because my young mind could see similarities between them and the differences, and it's like, oh yeah, well, Mars is the ruler of both. What if I was both? Anyway, it was fascinating, you know, and the descriptions, the signs, they shared them. It was curious to note that just the sun and moon didn't have this dual rulership.
Oh, the sun and moon.
Yeah.
So what'd you think of them?
Nothing really, you know. I mean, you're looking at it, you're like, okay, that's cool. You got to remember, this was the time when like they were sending astronauts to the moon, space shots on the television every once in a while. Apollo program was underway. Astrology and astrophysics eclipsed everything else at that. It was highly romanticized, very jingoistic, the right stuff, and military for the most part because they were all Air Force pilots. The Cold War was very much evident, as in the war in Vietnam was omnipresent. Or as I used to call it, the nightly helicopter report.
Sounds like a very different world.
It was a space race. It was a time of moonshots and ICBMs. ICBMs. Oh, intercontinental ballistic missiles delivering nuclear warheads to your backyard.
Ah, fantastic.
The good old days. Then along came the counterculture, the Age of Aquarius, and by the 5th dimension, the Age of Aquarius by the 5th dimension hit the charts. The lyrics were cool. The harmonies were even better. It was a gospel a gospel choir singing New Age lyrics.
So you like the song?
I like music. I mean, you know, who wouldn't like that song? It's lots and lots of music. Different types of music. I preferred it to television, quite honestly. I tell this story just to tell you that astrology is everywhere.
Indeed, it is. So, when did you actually read your first astrology book?
I don't know. There was probably a couple crap ones that were laying around, and of course there was always the National Enquirer at the
Oh
house.
Lord!
My grandmother used to like that. I forget what she used to call it. She had a name for it, but it was hilarious. She never took it seriously. She'd sit there and laugh.
Of course, yeah.
Jean Dixon was on the cover. She had a column for a while. It'd be Jean Dixon predicts a disaster. Her claim to fame was that she said that President Kennedy would get shot. She probably said every president before him would get shot too, but you never know.
But she finally nailed it.
You're finally right once,
Yeah.
right? So anyway, someone gave me a book about Edgar Cayce. Stuff was too fringe. It was like, no, that's not cool. Just like the Von Daniken books.
So what if it were parallel universe stuff and you just never realized it?
Oh, what all is that? Atlantis and stuff like that? It could be, but I mean, it was just weird. His Akashic records and things like that, or Chariot of the Gods, which come on, it's about astrology and stuff like that, not the things that filled the pages of tabloids like Bigfoot or Bat Boy or anything.
Yeah.
It was actually a Pisces sun sign friend who gave me my first real astrology book. It was Star Signs by Linda Goodman. She said it was amazing and really good, and I needed to read this book.
And did you?
And yes, it was very well written. Linda Goodman was a sun sign Aries, so I think it spoke to me on a very different level. It was my first introduction to the other planets. When we read our daily horoscope, we're taking into account the transit charts of planets from a generic view of a chart for a specific sign.
Worth noting that my first was Linda Goodman as well, but it was a slightly different book. It was
Which one, Love Signs?
Oh no, the only astrology book you'll ever need.
That's Joanne.
The big purple one.
That's Joanna Martine Woolfolk.
Oh shoot, you're right.
Uh-huh.
Oh wait,
Yes.
who was? No, I saw Linda Goodman stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She wrote Star Signs and Love Signs.
Oh, you're right. No, I saw one of those. No, I was. Yeah, you're
Mhm.
right. I was in the purple one.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yep.
Okay.
So anyway.
So aren't the houses constantly changing as the Earth turns, though?
What you got to do is you got to remember that wheel that we showed you the last couple of weeks, and when you're doing a monthly horoscope or something like that, the sun is considered to be in that sign, so that makes that wheel just stay right where the sun is at. So all the houses that are around it are germane to that sign. So right now, the sun is in. I gotta be careful because I'm writing far ahead. The sun is in Cancer. So that would be the fifth house. So the fifth house would actually be in the first house position. So then all of those things that pertain to you, if you were a Cancer, where the sun would be your first house. So now every other planet affects you that in the other houses. And that's how they, say, well, today will be a good day for you to look for financial opportunities over here, or to be doing something like this, or maybe you'll fall in love, or maybe you won't like each other. I don't know. But that's how you do it. You just consider it like that. AstroCat is different from those kind of forecasts because the forces at play in a sun sign based horoscope try to distill the feel of the day down to a specific sign. When you merely look at the moon, we merely look at the moon and tell you where your opportunities are at for the day.
Yeah.
And we look at the other planets too.
For everybody, broadly.
Yeah, broadly.
Yeah. Like where the world is at rather than where you are at in the world.
Well, it's been our feeling that even where the sun is at affects some of us in some ways. There's different opportunities that come by.
Yeah.
Holidays and stuff like that. And, the Christmas holiday begins in Sagittarius because it's like, woo, I'm going to go buy presents and stuff. And by the time it rolls around, it's in Capricorn. You're like, oh my God, why do I have to wrap this stuff? Bah, humbug, I'm done with this.
Starting to look at those credit card statements like, oh, what have I done?
Exactly. There's not enough time to discuss everything that's gone into this journey of self-discovery, because that's exactly what it is. It's the process of writing about this and discovering all of these things over the last 5 years. Just not enough time.
It really does get stunningly accurate sometimes, though. It's kind of freaky.
Yeah, I mean, it does. It's just what we have to do. But
yeah.
You know what? We're going to get into a flow now. So since we're ourselves right now, let's stay as ourselves for a little bit, and we're going to deliver the flow.
Yay! All right, so Sunday is by far our best day of the week. Oh, it's kind of a downer. You just start on Sunday and then it's like,
Oh, it gets really worse.
oh no.
It's okay.
So Sunday's going to be family focused. Setbacks have dominated us over the last couple of weeks.
Yes, it has. 2 weeks of bad news. Now we begin with a day that really feels like a day off.
Oh.
Okay? Today's Epiphany. That's the key word. It's our key word, and it's realizing that in order to summon the tenacity and fierceness of the season, we will have to experience and feel the setbacks acutely. Mm-hmm.
Ew.
Yeah, we're going to be driving together for a whole week, okay?
Ew.
Our color is sarsaparilla.
We're gonna need some spiked sarsaparilla to get that able to cope
Well,
with.
don't you know? What you drinking there, stranger? Sarsaparilla with bourbon.
Yes. So Monday's the actual holiday on the day of, yeah, it's actually the holiday. On the day of rather than the observed holiday.
Yes, exactly.
Kind of amazing.
Yes, I know I'd put that in there and get you confused.
I can't believe that. Distractions abound. Want to get ahead? Focus while the others play. Calculated risks are still risks. Avoid the crowd. Today's keyword is independence. Whatever that means anymore. And the color for today is coffee-colored dirt. Actually, it's espresso dark loam.
I know, I was just trying to see if you
Coffee-colored dirt.
I was just waiting for you to
Isn't
see.
all dirt basically coffee-colored?
I don't know. You're the
It
one that
really
wrote
kind
it.
of is.
Oh.
Espresso dark loam. Yes.
Coffee-colored dirt.
That dark coffee ground espresso,
Okay.
almost black
Awesome.
brown. Yeah.
All right, so Tuesday, some people are going to be scratching their heads. Who forgot the bug spray?
Oh, that was just a couple weeks ago. Anyway,
No.
more on that later.
No. Everybody who took extended time off before last week will be hassling you. Ignore them. This will make the day feel messed up and confuzzled. This is a good day to start saving money, though. Finally, someone will make up their mind.
Good.
Oh, really? Be
Interesting.
ready and don't overthink it.
All right.
The key word is angst, and the color is overripe Bartlett pear.
Wednesday and the sounds of fury are dying down. This stuff is going to get even worse if we think that this is all the fault of the government and not just the new reality. Really?
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 Yes.
Not just the government. Well, I mean,
It
no,
isn't.
it's not just the
It isn't.
government.
I mean, who's responsible for inflation? Is it the government? No, it's the friggin' pandemic. It's the war in the Ukraine.
Yeah.
Food's not flowing, oil's not flowing.
Right.
People are scrounging
Right.
around for stuff.
All right, and
You
it's,
know, and everybody's gonna go, it's the Democrats, and it's like, what the hell are you talking about? It's
Well,
the Democrats.
yeah, and it's a handful of mad rich people just like sitting on their dollars while everybody else is starving.
Right, and they're just gonna let the wealth go down because they hold it all, and then when it comes back, you ain't getting yours, but they're keeping theirs.
That's right. The pandemic is far from over, alas.
Mhm.
Don't throw your support behind the deniers. I mean, judges pretending to be scientists. Are you for real? Justice? Certainly not for all. The color is lemonade.
Bitter.
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 Bitter lemonade.
Okay, Thursday, and this is the kind of day to check out mentally. It's likely to be the best day of your vacation if you're on vacation this week. Cool blue pool water is our color for the day, and the keyword is idle.
Sounds nice. Friday is for waking up and learning something new. Question stereotypes and prepare to be amazed. Your creativity is a vehicle for self-discovery. The keyword is awakening, and the color is gilded book page edge.
Edge. All right. So awakening, like in the song?
Now you're pushing it.
You sure? All right.
That's not pushing it at all.
I might be teasing, I might be hinting towards something, or I might actually be challenging myself.
Be good.
Don't know. I almost brought it out for the beginning. Well, I haven't been the one who's been actively sick.
Yeah, you
Just in my
haven't
mind.
been. Yeah. So we went out actually to a concert with a couple of my cousins. One wound up with COVID and the other caught it. So we both have tested numerous times. Totally negative. Yet I'm positive that I was sick.
Yes. There's no safe way to answer that question, is there?
Yeah. Negative, positive, negative. Yeah, exactly.
Saturday will find us wishing we had another 3-day weekend. Now that the cat is out of the bag, I guess it's time to try and get ourselves back into alignment.
Yeah.
Music is going to bring us hope and joy. Remember summer radio? Do you remember that? All it takes is talent, practice, and determination. The color is gold ingot.
Gold ingot, interesting. Even on a crappy week, I had 2 golds in a row. I wonder what we'll be looking at, huh?
Well, we're going to be looking at a lot of good stuff.
Should be pretty interesting. So
don't
this
know.
brings us to our section of
Go ahead.
saving money and getting on top of your world. Not the world, your world.
That's right.
On top of your world.
On top of your world. Where's that globe when we need it?
Oh, it's behind the...
Oh, you can't stand on it
Yeah.
because you just would end up falling anyway.
All right, so the best day for love
It is Thursday. Angry people need love too.
It's true.
Just don't, be the one that made them that way. Just saying.
Yeah. And the best day for business
Is Tuesday. Even though they come at you, stand your ground. You did the work, not them.
Yeah.
You did it, not
That's
them.
right. Yeah.
Start paying closer attention to the money side of your business, though. Okay? You got to pay attention to that stuff because, you got to be making the money, bring the money in. And if you're not making it somewhere, you got to make it someplace else.
Yeah. And don't let others, fritter it away.
Yeah.
The best day for transformation?
It's Saturday. Lead to gold. Music is my go-to after a frustrating day. Break it out and turn it up. The party starts today. Gold.
Oh, I thought the party was over last weekend. But it's gonna be interesting. The best day for health?
Is Saturday.
Also Saturday.
Every day, provided you kept out of the ER over the weekend.
Previous weekend, yeah. No blowing up your fingers, people.
It might be Saturday, it might be every day. You never know. Provided you kept out of the ER, then you pretty much going to have a healthy week, okay? Things that occurred are going to take time to heal. Hey, guess what?
If you had a problem.
Retrograde.
Oh, Chiron went retro. Oh, yeah.
Don't do anything stupid.
Yep. Healing's going to be a long process with Chiron retrograde if you did something stupid.
Don't be dumb.
Watch out. Stay safe.
All right, thank you all for joining us. We get to do this all together. Do all the nice things below. Like, follow, and hit the bell for notifications.
Show us some love, guys. Talk to us. We want to know how your week is going. Did you work your magic? Feed us some feedback. Remember, it's daily-astrocat.com by Stella on Facebook.
All right, so am I boring you yet?
Hopefully not. I think you got a
Okay.
lot of information jammed in there.
Hey, listen, performance gets better with practice and repetition. If you play an instrument, you need to practice to get better at it. Same thing goes for anything, really.
We've been doing all these videos for almost a year now. So, and yeah, seriously, the difference between the beginning and now is pretty surprising. It's almost like we know what we're doing a little bit now. So awkward then. This week is just a little bit awkward. So why not consider something new? The moon's right for it.
That's right. Just remember to work together. Wait a minute, we gotta let that sink in for us.
See,
this is sinking in for us.
We still wind up doing things. We're still a very good team, but we wind up doing this introverted BS where we kind of he does all of the this, I do all of the that, and then we whine at each other and for not joining in the thing. But it's well, how are you going to do the thing when I'm already doing the so it's
Or you sulk because you're not writing the thing.
yeah, well it's it's the mesh
All right,
is having a tough time.
The challenges of this week will soon be over, and that's the week to come too. So we're only gonna be riding together for 4 days, and then you get your car back next week.
The following week some point. Yeah.
No, it's yes. This we're talking about
Right.
next
Yes.
week.
Yes.
So we're wrapping up next week, not this week. So
it'll be around the time.
gotta go that way. You gotta imagine. Whoa, where am I imagining?
future.
I don't know. All right. So anyway,
All right.
that's all we got for you.
Have a happy Astro week.
Happy Astro
Catting.
Awesome.